How are the stay-at-home restrictions in Mecklenburg County and the surrounding counties affecting our real estate market? That is our topic of discussion today on Queen City Real Estate Today. Hi, my name is Ann Rudd with eXp Realty and owner of the Ann Rudd Group. Gosh, what a long year March has been. We have had a couple of weeks of lengthy days. We get up every morning and there's more news and scarier news. And I started tracking real estate numbers on a daily basis to see the effects of the coronavirus and the community restrictions on movements, to see what was going to happen or what was the effect of those restrictions. And today we are starting to see those for sure. Although I do think that weekends we're going to have slower numbers. So let's just get into what's gone on over the past few days in the real estate market. We are starting to see activity slow down. Mecklenburg County put their stay-at-home order into effect on Thursday. Gaston County and Cabarrus County came right back behind Mecklenburg and added theirs. And then on Friday, the governor had a press conference and deemed real estate activities as essential. However, he gave precedence to the counties that had stricter restrictions. So and Mecklenburg County does have tougher restrictions on what real estate agents can and cannot do, the state will allow those restrictions. So I can't just say, well, the state said I could do one thing. It does involve the county that I live in. And today at 5 p.m., everyone in the state is ordered to stay at home. So we're going to see other markets get hit the same way this is. And to give you a good example of what's going on, last Saturday and Sunday, we had 67 and 97 listings, 67 on Saturday, 97 on Sunday. This past Saturday, we had 33, and yesterday we had 18 new listings. So if you were not sure what was going to happen to the real estate market, that's exactly what's happened. Listings are way down, and they will continue to be because the sellers that I've spoken to, they don't want people in their houses right now. Now, if they have a vacant house, they don't care. They'll let you get in. I mean, I had that situation on Saturday with someone that it was a vacant listing, and I was told that the sellers were okay with me going in. I didn't show it, but every seller has got a different take on their property. And for the most part, I'm finding homes that are occupied by sellers, they really don't want people in the house right now. Buyers, on the other hand, I am having the idea that they are less concerned. That's just the folks that I'm dealing with. But I am working with some buyers that have to buy. And it's been a struggle because they are in a price point where it's extremely active. It is extremely competitive. And if you're listing a house under $350,000, $400,000, the house is in a great location, you are going to get offers. We have a lot of buyers in our market. They are looking for homes. They are taking advantage of the low interest rates. And us having less inventory is going to make things tougher for them. So I would not expect for sales to completely stop. As a matter of fact, if you have a vacant house and you need to sell it, I'd get it on the market quickly. That's just my opinion. But if you're going to list that house in the 250 to 350 range, I would expect that property to sell very, very quickly. Now, that's when a really good agent comes into effect, because your agent's going to have to manage having an offer and going under contract before a house is seen. But it doesn't mean it's impossible. It just means it has to be handled correctly. So there's a lot of things going on in our market right now. It's a scary time for a lot of real estate agents. It's a scary time for a lot of buyers and sellers. So as you move through the market, if you are looking to buy, work with your agent. And look, this is not a solicitation. If you've got questions about how to handle it and you've got an agent and you want to kind of run it by somebody else. I'm not here to steal anybody's client. I want to be able to help you make the best decisions for you and your family, not steal someone's clients from another agent. But some agents don't know what to do. And I'm looking at these restrictions. I'm looking at what Mecklenburg County says, what Cabarrus County says. I know what South Carolina says right now. So if you are needing to buy, you have to buy, and you've got your agent is not quite sure, feel free to reach out to some other agents. Just have a conversation. You can call the Real Estate Commission. The Real Estate Commission can advise you. There's so many people out there that do know what to do and how to do things appropriately. Frankly, I'm not interested in showing a bunch of houses right now. So I'm really happy that the stay-at-home order is in effect. I understand why it's being done. I hope that we will get on top of that curve a little bit very soon so that some of these restrictions can be loosened in time, because I don't want to be at home for another 60 days. I think I might kill somebody. But the fact of the matter is that I don't want to make anyone sick. I'm not as afraid of getting the coronavirus as I am of giving it to someone else. So, no, I'm not interested in really showing houses right now. But I do know that if I have a client that has to buy, I'm going to do everything I can do to help them buy. And if I have a seller that has to sell, the same thing. We're going to do everything possible within the restrictions of the municipality I live in to take care of that client. So there are things you can do if you need to buy or sell. This is not a market that's completely where the door is locked and, bolted shut, but you are going to have to shift and move in a different way than you did even just a week ago in our market. So as you're navigating this, feel free to reach out and ask any questions you have about the market. I'm finding sellers do not really want people in their homes. Even the ones that want to sell. Now, have run into some homes that are vacant in our market, and those are going to be a little bit easier to negotiate with, but we still have this stay-at-home order, and I can't show houses. So how do we get around that? Now, our county says we as real estate agents can't transact on a property that is not under contract and hasn't had any monies exchanged hand, which tells me that a home has to go under contract first, and then the buyer can see the house. This is certainly different than how we've done it in the past, but it's not an insurmountable issue. It's just an issue that we have to work out. One of the things that I have found in the last few days is I've got to start picking up the phone and talking to agents more. What is your seller willing to do? How do you want to handle an offer on this property? How are you going to handle multiple offers if you have them? These are all questions I'm asking. Not that I wasn't asking them before, but to be honest with you, right now, I'm vetting out these agents to see if this is somebody I can work with. There are some agents out there that we just don't want to work with, and that's just the way that it goes. But if I've got a seller that has to sell, and I've got an agent that comes to me with a buyer that has to buy, and we can work at this together, going down the same path in the same direction, then I will do everything in my power within the rules that our county has set in front of us to get this buyer and this seller connected appropriately. So, I don't have any great words of wisdom for any of you out there that are wanting to buy or sell, but I do know this is temporary. If you have any questions about anything that we're talking about today, I hope that you'll reach out to me. Feel free to call me with any questions you have about the real estate market. My number is 704-617-0847. You can catch me on the web at annruddgroup.com, and I hope to see you soon. Take care of yourselves, be well, stay out of big groups, and I will talk to you soon. Have a great day.